What's up, guys? How is it going? I know it's been ages since I recorded a video. My apologies for that. I know a lot of you guys wait for occasional postings, and it's not that I haven't been playing, I just haven't had a lot of games of note, and many of the games of note have not turned out to be particularly watchable. And this game, while not being a particularly close or pitched battle, is worthy of enjoyment just because of how crazy the game unfolds beyond the first couple of turns. I'm up against Mr. Brotherman 209, and he is using Neheb the Eternal, a mono-red commander you don't see too often. Definitely not top tier. I think that esteem belongs to just a couple commanders. Probably Krenko is the most dangerous mono-red commander that you can face. But this guy's, I don't know, I mean, I guess maybe in the right kind of deck, it can be pretty good if you have a way to use the red mana. But I haven't really had a hard time with this. Generally, 5 casting cost red commanders aren't too particularly intimidating, although maybe I guess Kiki Jiki could be a problem to deal with. Dryad costs 4. And I am playing Omnath just because he's fun, and I've been playing a lot of blue commanders lately. I have a very interesting hand, actually. I believe I'm going first here, and the problem is that I'm playing against mono-red, and the last few times I played against Neheb, this deck has played quite a few ways to remove enemy creatures, which means that both Dryad Arbor and Priestess Titania are very unreliable sources of mana. And if he's able to kill those two, I've got a pretty much unplayable hand. And the fact that it is a little bit slow means that I feel like I could probably get a better hand with 6 cards in the scry. So I'm going to throw this one back for exactly that. And off this, I get, unfortunately, a 6-card hand with one of the best accelerators and no mana at all, so that's a no-brainer. Throw back to 5, which actually bears a stark resemblance to my first hand. The difference is that I've got a turn 1 play in the form of Bird's Paradise. So I think it is actually probably a little bit better if he's not able to deal with the Dryad Arbor, and I decide to keep this hand. And on the scry, I see Nissa's Pilgrimage, and I think about this for quite a bit, and realizing that if the Dryad Arbor is able to live, I have so many mana sources in the deck, upwards of 50 if you include all the 1 mana creatures. The Nissa's Pilgrimage is so powerful for ramping me up to the 5 mana point, which allows me to play Primal Command, that I decide I'm going to keep it, even though it is a bit risky to put an uncastable spell back on top when you're scrying. He's chatting with me about something, not sure what. I can go look at that, because it may be a spoiler. Oh, looks like he is first. Okay, so he plays a mountain. Oh, that's right, he made a comment about the fact that I double mulligan. Something like, uh-oh, exclamation point. So here we go, I know what I'm going to draw here in Nissa's Pilgrimage. And I'm playing Dryad Arbor here. I could go land bird, but I know for sure that the top of my, or I say I don't know for sure that the top of my deck is a land, and it's a good time to play the Dryad Arbor. If it draws creature removal, it draws creature removal, and I can play the bird next turn, and then hopefully top deck a land over the next 2 turns to play the Nissa's Pilgrimage. So this is a bit of a bait spell here. Let's see if he just burns it away. Because the thing is, if I go land bird, he kills the bird, I play a Dryad Arbor, I'm doing nothing on turn 2, for sure, just about. And this way, at least, I have something I can cast on turn 2 if he does kill the Dryad Arbor. Plus, I could get lucky and just draw Crypt or Sol Ring by playing him in this order. So it goes back to his turn. I guess Mana Vault as well, and he plays Ancient Tomb. So I'm thinking, all right, well, that's really gnarly. He thinks for a while and then says done. So I'm thinking to myself, well, damn, Ancient Tomb would just be about the best card I could possibly draw right now. So let's see if I can do that. Come on, deck. Alright, actually, the funny thing is when he played the Ancient Tomb, I was sitting there lamenting the fact that I didn't have a Wasteland or a Strip Mine in my deck. Immediately, Vampiric Tutors a Strip Mine to the top of my deck to deal with that. So that's a no-brainer, and now I can actually cast the Bird of Paradise. And as soon as I play that, he goes, oh man, that's what I get for... When I play the bird, he says, that's what I get for not killing your creature and being a nice guy after I strip mine his Ancient Tomb. So I'm thinking, as soon as he says that, I'm thinking, oh my god, he's got something like Pyroclasm or Rolling Earthquake or, I don't know, some spell that deals 1 damage to 2 things, and he's going to kill both of my mana sources. So it goes back to his turn. He plays a land. Now he plays the thing he should have played last turn and not been a nice guy. Cast Red Sun Zenith on my land. That's fine. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, what's the best possible card I could draw here? Well, it would have to be either Crypt, Sol Ring, or Ancient Tomb. So I expect my deck to fully cooperate and cough up exactly that. As soon as it goes back to my turn, Ancient Tomb off the top. There's two Vampiric Tutors in a row. I'll let you guys count the number of times that happens. So I'm going to cast Nissa's Pilgrimage here and get 2 forests. Both going to play. Now I'm looking in good shape. I've got 5 mana. I can cast Omnath next turn and pump him to 3/3. I've got the duplicate at the ready to deal with his Neheb, and this game is suddenly starting to look pretty good. So he plays a 3rd land and just passes, and I'm still thinking to myself, all right, well, and I'm literally thinking this actually, what is the best card I could top deck now, given the fact that I've gotten 2 perfect results consecutively? Well, there's one card that would probably be ideal. There it is, Natural Order. Thank you for playing, Brother Man 209. Meet Mr. Elephant. And then the guy says something. Let's see what he says. Here it is. He says, "Yeah, whatever." You can read the little crawl here. So there he goes. At the beginning, "Oh man," that's his response to the mulligan. Then he goes, "Choices." And he says, "Well, should have just destroyed your land, but I didn't want to be a POS." And then he goes, "Oh man." Oh, I'm sorry. There you go down a little bit further. And then he goes, "You're really lame." On the next turn, I think, yeah, the "you're really lame" thing is when I, yeah, I think that's after I strip mine him. and then I play the Drastodon, and he says, "Yeah, whatever," and concedes. So anyway, not a particularly close game, but I thought it was a pretty hilarious one and a nice way to as a segue back into posting some more games. I have a few other games to post, and I'll be recording those. And so look forward to those, and see you guys soon.